So because a plant can replace those missing parts, it's possible to start with even less, including a leaf cutting like this one, where we start with just a single leaf off of the parent plant, and it's going to replace what's missing, first of all, roots. So you can see this leaf, that's all I started with, started to grow new roots there along the base of the leaf stem, or petiole. And in this case, from this begonia, you can see that taking the long leaf stem and the leaf blade as well, all I did was put the cut end of the leaf stem or petiole down into the rooting media, and new roots and new shoots developed. You can see 10 or 12 new plants developed just from that single old leaf. Now you want to treat these very, very delicately as you sever them from the parent, but each one could potentially be potted up and treated as an entirely new plant. In the case of the begonia as well, new sprouts will not occur just from the petiole or from the leaf base. They'll occur anywhere that the leaf blade is wounded. So you can see the major wounding site here is where I cut the petiole off the leaf blade. And again, we got a cluster of roots and new leaves, new shoots, again, 10 or 12 new plants just from the base of that petiole. But new growth will occur at any wounding site along the plant. Here you can see I took a whole leaf blade, but by cutting into it at various points, wherever the leaf blade came into contact with soil along one of those points, you got growth of new roots on the base, and on the top, new little baby shoots. And again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 new plants. The one at the very base is the largest, but there are plenty of new plants nicely formed all throughout the leaf blade here. What's happening is what would happen when you cut any organism. It's going to try to heal itself. It heals by creating scar tissue. We can take a leaf, or in this case a leaflet, cutting that off of the parent creates a wounding site. The plant's going to recognize that it's been wounded and it's going to try to heal itself, basically the way any other organism would, with cell division, by growing new cells to heal over and create a scar where that tissue was. You've probably heard us talk about calluses, and this is an example of the callus that forms when the leaflet from this ZZ plant is wounded. So you can see it's just a big, bulgy mass of undifferentiated tissue. It's just a scar. Because we place the leaflet down into the soil, that callus is going to be cued to become root tissue. And here it started to develop many, many roots. Eventually, this one takes a little bit more time, we'll get new shoots as well, as we see here on this peperomia leaf. So here you can see new root tissue, and finally a little tiny bud with a leaf and some new growing point has occurred as well.